In this video, you're going to learn how to build an AI agent that can send on-chain transactions. Let's dive right into it. We are going to use ElizaOS, and ElizaOS is a modular AI operating system for Ethereum, and not only, it helps you create smart on-chain bots that can read blockchain data, hold tokens, talk to users, and interact with the world through connected apps. To create an AI agent, we are going to use Eliza starter repo. And as the first step, let's clone the repo and let's just follow these instructions that we have in ElizaOS repository. Let's open our terminal and create a new folder and upload our repo right here. Now when we have the repo cloned, let's just go in there. And here, let's follow this instruction and copy example environmental variables into a real.env file. And now let's open our repo in a text editor. Now when we have our repo open, let's see, we have .env file here, and here we are going to add our private key, our AI API key, and let's start with installing our dependencies and checking if the AI agent works at all. And to do that, let's go to Eliza starter repository, and here we have this pnpm install pnpm start command, and let's run it in Eliza starter. Here we got this warning that some scripts were not built, and we already are getting errors because of that. So let's just kill our agent and go back here, find this warning, and let's run this command, pnpm approve builds. And here we'll just press A and we will build all packages. Awesome, now we have all our packages built. Let's just do pnpm I to see that everything is up to date. Great. And now we're not going to run the AI agent just yet, because let's connect it to some other AI provider, because I think that if you are not going to connect it to any provider, it's going to run a Llama model locally, which is not very great. I tried to play around with it before, and it's like getting you the same responses and not very creative, basically. I'm going to connect it to OpenAI. You can connect it to any AI provider of your choice. And I'm just going to go into my OpenAI account and create a new API key. I'm going to call it Onchain agent, create a secret key. Going to copy it. Going to paste it into OpenAI API key. And now my AI agent is going to use this. Make sure that you have your .env file included into .gitignore. You really don't want to expose your secret API keys and private keys from the wallet in GitHub. So now let's pnpm start and see if our AI agent works. Yeah, right. You can see that it starts Llama local model, and we definitely don't want that. Let's go to the character file, character.ts. We have some default character here that we are going to change later. And here, let's just uncomment this model provider. And I'm going to use OpenAI, but I think you can go here and see all the model providers that are available for this project and pick anything you like. Awesome, now it's connecting to OpenAI. Nice, now when we got this U and two dots here, we can try to chat with the AI and let's say, hey, how's it going? Nice, we got the response. Awesome, our agent is alive. Now let's kill it. And now we're going to modify the character, because we definitely don't want you to use the default character. We're going to just drop that, and we're going to uncomment things here. Awesome. And now let's pick a name for our AI agent. I'm gonna call mine Jessie. And we're not going to use the voice. Let's just remove that thing. And now let's ask AI to create some personality for our AI agent. Of course, you can be as creative as you would like to be. I am just going to generate it for the purpose of speed. Okay. Please generate an AI agent character that is an on-chain native and can send on-chain transactions, make him friendly. That's important. Because, fun fact, before when I was trying to build this AI agent, sometimes it would not perform actions because it would just decide not to, not because it can't, but because it just doesn't want to. And Yeah, you would just have to like ask it, please send that Onchain transaction for it. Anyway, okay, no, I want my Jesse name here, but the rest I'm just going to accept everything. I think it's pretty good. I think it's good enough. Okay, awesome. So now when we connected an LLM provider, we might as well connect an EVM plugin. Okay, so if you will go to elizaos.how/packages, you can find here all the different clients that are available for ElizaOS, and you can also find all the plugins that are available as well. And we're going to look for plugin Ethereum, this one. This is the one that we're going to connect to our agent. First, we have to install it. They're using ban here, but you're going to use PSVM. Of course, you can use any package manager of your preference. Okay, so now we have plugin EVM, and now in order to connect plugin EVM to our character and make it able to use it, we need to do a few things. First of all, we need to add it to the list of plugins here. Plugin. Let's see, let's import it towards plugin likes. Have it here. And what's up? Why does it like it? Right. Without the curly braces. Right. So now we have plugin EVM here. Now we need to also set up a few things, and one of them being the chains in the settings. Since we already have our settings open here, let's just add it there. We are going to use arbitran. Of course, you can use testnet, you can use essentially anything you like. I'm going to use arbitran. And we also should set up our private key and EVM provider. I'm going to set up my custom EVM provider as well. And let's go to our .env file and add these variables here. I'm going to change this to arbitran. And now to give it a private key, you should create a wallet. I'm going to use MetaMask. And in MetaMask, you can very easily just add new wallets, add account or hardware wallet, and it's going to add a new wallet. You do not need to write down a new seed phrase. All these wallets are connected to one seed phrase that you have, which is quite convenient. Let's take this account that I have here, or this one. I have a little bit of dollars here. If you don't want to use real money, of course, use testnet. I'm just not sure if I have some testnet tokens, so I'm just going to use the real ones. I'm going to send them between my own accounts, so it doesn't fully matter. The fees are pretty low right now anyway. And now I'm going to go to account details, and I'm going to see the private key. I need to enter my password here. I'm going to copy this private key. Again, make sure you don't expose this private key anywhere, otherwise anyone can have access to your account. I'm going to add a 0x at the beginning of the private key. Make sure you do that as well. And then I'm going to go to my RPC provider. I'm going to use Infura because I already have an account there. I'm going to go to the endpoints, active endpoints. I'm going to find a bit of mainnet and I'm going to paste it right there. Okay, let's take another look at the documentation. We have our environmental variables, we have our chain configurations, we have our custom RPCs, and now we have a few actions that this plugin allows our agent to perform. Let's try to make our AI agent to send a transaction to perform a transfer. And for that, I'm going to copy some account address where I'm going to ask my agent to send the transaction. Let's start. PNPL start. And let's use the exact same text as here. We're just going to replace it with our own values. Let's say transfer 00001 ETH to account address on Arbitrum. Okay, it did understand that it has to do some action. Here we can see that it's going to execute handler for action transfer, which is awesome. Congrats if you also see that. It means that the AI agent is correctly connected to the plugin and it actually can communicate with it. Here is some parsing JSON error, but it's just because of the way the AI agent generates the text. It doesn't actually affect the way it works. And I think it's just some bug in the development of the project, because the project is pretty new and still in development, in progress. So sometimes you might run into some errors and they don't really do anything, or maybe they do something. And if you run into some errors in some fresh projects, I would definitely recommend to go into their Discord community and tell the devs that you run into it. You will help the development of the project and maybe also learn something. And now we can see that we have successfully transferred tokens to some account address, and here we have the transaction hash. Let's go to that. Let's go take a look at that transaction on arbiscan. This is a scanner for arbitrum chains. Here we can see that we transferred this little amount of money to the address that we specified. We can also check out how much fees we have paid. We didn't pay any priority fees, which is interesting. I'm wondering how their fees model works under the hood, how they're actually setting it up. But anyway, we're successful. If it also worked out for you, congrats. And now, as a bonus, let's also connect it to Telegram and make it a Telegram bot, because why not? Let's go ahead and open Telegram. In Telegram, you will need this bot. I'm going to leave the link in the description. And let's just start it. And we're going to create a new bot. And now we have to come up with a name. Let's just call it Jesse. And now let's choose username, Jesse Onchain bot. Nice. It was free. And here we have this token that we are going to use for our bot. Let's find the Telegram bot token. Perfect. We're going to paste it right here. And now we also have to connect it as a client in our character file. We're going to use this client's object here. We're going to just say clients.telegram. And you can also check this out and see what other clients you can connect. I think it's pretty cool that you can connect, like, I don't know if we have it here, but it definitely did see in the repo, in the list of clients, that you can connect some smart home things to it. And like Alexa and anything. It's just like, it's so cool and has such a great potential to it. I'm really excited about it, not gonna lie. But let's run the agent and let's check out our bot. Okay, let's say hi. Nice, we got a Telegram message here, which means it connected correctly. Let's just ask it to perform a transfer on base to make sure that we have our base working as well. Let's say transfer 0.034 each from on base. Okay, it looks like it looks good. And it's actually looks like it is transferring tokens on base. Nice. And now we got the transaction hash right here. Let's check it on Basecamp. Nice. We just transferred the same amount to the account address that we specified on base. Cool. Congrats. So let me know if it worked out for you in the comments, and if it didn't, let me know where did you get stuck.